We need to talk about immigration. Everyone is wrong, the left and the right, because immigration isn't the cause of everything that's wrong in this country, although it is a problem. But the main problem started a very long time ago with something called managed decline.
You see wage deflation and productivity in Britain going down every single year. In fact, the productivity drop has been alarming over the course of the last 10 years. And what that suggests is we've become the cheap labour economy of the European time zone, and that actually this is no net benefit overall to the UK economy at all, though I confess it's good for the big employers, it's good for the big landowners. Is it good for ordinary Britons and taxpayers and workers? No.
And my problem with his assessment is I don't think he's wrong. So millions of people have come to this country legally. But why? Because I think it's the bet that Blair and Clinton could come up with to keep world peace. How? Economics. Globalisation with expanded financial avenues because it wasn't pride or national identity at stake, but it was rich people's pockets. Manufacturing jobs had already been drifting overseas for years, but outsourcing the majority to the rest of the world really guaranteed peace. And so from the 90s onwards was the start of a massive period of immigration in the UK. If you see these graphs, that period of immigration really looks like it coincides with the period of stagnation in the UK. But why did the UK economy keep growing? Because there is no shortage of workers in a market economy. Put simply, if you have jobs that nobody wants to do, you have to pay them more to do it. But if you bring in workers from overseas who don't value money in the same way, you create an economy based on exploiting immigrants. Now there's a really good argument that this is just returning to the industrial age, but instead of using peasants as cheap labour, we used immigrants. But doing this completely suffocates wage growth. But the immigrants would do the jobs for less and thus creating more profit for the companies. The economy would keep growing and the rich are the only ones who would benefit. And in the meantime, the working classes in the UK get screwed.